Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. It is October 31st, 2022. It is Monday evening at about 5:30-ish. On a nice Halloween day. So I thought I'd come on here and say hi and boo to all of you guys. If you see, my wonderful friend Leanne got me this a year ago. Remember, Leanne? See those skulls there? I love it. She got me this, and it was while I was in the hospital last year. And then Brad brought it up to the hospital. And I just love it. Come on, Charlie. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, you're going to knock it over. Come on, Charlie. Come on, you can do it. Come on. He's trying to get past the laundry basket that I put there. Hang on just a second, and hang on. I want to go save the little mastiff because he can't go through there and he's having a conniption. Come on. There you go. You okay now? Okay. Alrighty. There, we saved the mastiff. He's okay now, right, Charlie? Are you okay now? I love you too. So anyway, I want to say an extra special hi to my friend Leanne and of course Carol and Kathy and everybody else. I shared with Leanne that on a kind of a personal note, I've been having some excuse me, some issues with depression, which happens this time of year. And I kind of had my little cry fest with Brad this morning. Not, he wasn't crying, I was. Just about some things that had gone on concerning my father's death and how I found out, etc. Those of you that follow me know what I'm talking about. You know, it is what it is, but it's still a very painful thing. And so you deal with that, and you deal with other stuff that's, this time of year. But I'm hanging in there. I'm doing okay. I had my cry fest, and then I said, okay, what are you going to do about this? Okay, well, I always take my antidepressant like I'm supposed to. So I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to pull on my big girl panties. I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to go out and clean up the kitchen, do dishes, do some laundry, fold some laundry, and carry on with my life. That's the best thing I can do. Sometimes, and this is for anybody that struggles with mental health, which is a lot of us, sometimes you do have to take it even minute by minute, because sometimes your mind is spinning just out of control, right? And I'm talking, everybody is different, so I'm not generalizing anybody, okay? For me personally, my mind won't shut off. And so sometimes you have to just really, I have to focus, not you guys, I have to focus on something like whatever I'm making. And you have to just carry on that way. You have to go minute by minute. The important thing to remember, because I've struggled with depression for so long, and bipolar, is how you're feeling is temporary. It will pass. As horrible as you're feeling and as hopeless like that I sometimes feel like, things are, this is a temporary thing. And don't ever decide to do something that is permanent, whether it be, any kind of action that you wouldn't be here, or a decision, a big decision that you're making. Don't do it while you're in the midst of being depressed, especially not when you're like maybe super late at night and, you don't want to make any kind of rash decisions or anything. Take it take it like it is a roller coaster, is how I take it. And when you're climbing uphill, you're so focused, right? And it's going slower. But when you go plummeting down, and that's like depression, when you go plummeting down, you're going super fast and you hold on for dear life. Because you know it eventually will even out. That's just my analogy on how I feel like with my depression. It's like, a roller coaster ride. You just have to hold on for dear life because this ride will eventually end for a short while. I'll always fight depression, and I think being aware of that is really important for me. Knowing the signs, knowing what time of year it is worse, knowing what triggers and stuff it are, what is really important, and then I just carry on. I carry on with doing the housework I need to do, and creating whatever I'm creating, and that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm playing with your hair, right? We don't have anything really planned this week, as far as we don't have any doctor appointments or anything, and we're going to go into town. I think we're going into town tomorrow for a short bit. I haven't been out of the house a couple weeks. And I know people kind of wonder too why I don't leave the house more often. This is my safety zone. This is my cocoon. So if I am dealing with some kind of stress or depression and stuff, I will kind of hunker down in my safety zone where nobody else can hurt me or anything. Charlie, what are you doing? Hey, young man, can you not slurp a derper while I'm making my video? Okay? Thank you. He's all, looking stuff we don't want to talk about. But, I forgot what I was talking about. So I have a tendency just to kind of stay home. And also, if you don't really have the money to go do anything, you stay home. I mean, yes, I wish we had extra money that I could go get my nails done or get my hair done or something, but that's just not the way it is. And everybody's really super stressed out and stuff right now anyway. So, I feel bad for even wanting to complain about not being able to, have a day where I kind of spoil myself, because there's people and situations that wish they even had a roof over their heads. I've been watching more and more, like some of the YouTube vloggers that follow a lot of homeless people, and what that is like makes you really, really grateful for everything that you do have a roof over your head. I'm not talking about all the material stuff. I'm talking about a roof over your head, or like that, being able to create paintings and the number of people that need help with mental illness, that are homeless, that are in prisons, is astonishing. We have got to, I'm just talking about United States, I can't talk about another country, have got to do something about not putting such a stigma on mental health. That's part of the reason I talk about this, because there's such a stigma on mental health, and like it's something you should be ashamed of. Now, if a person has, let's say, irritable bowel syndrome, or if they have, let's say, like right now, I'm fighting an infection in my leg. So if you have cellulitis, you would talk about it. But if you have mental health issues, It's like a big stigma. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. And you're afraid to really talk about it because it'll get put in your medical records. And so sometimes then if you go to talk to a doctor about something, they may not believe you. That sometimes does happen. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be so hard to get help. It shouldn't be such a waiting period to get help. To have to wait. Charlie, quit, young man. Thank you. He's all licking, you know. To have to wait a minimum of 3 to 6 months when you need help right now is ridiculous. Then you wonder why people take some drastic actions. But it's almost like everybody is like, you know, if you're feeling this way, get help, you know, call now and stuff. And then it's like, if you tell anybody you need help, it's like, not it, not it, not it. You just keep kind of passing you by, and it's like, really? Really? But if I came to you and I had a broken arm, you would help me. But if I come to you and I need some help with my mental health, you act like, oh, it can wait. Really? Really? Do you know how many people don't get any help because, you know, you need help now, not in 3 to 6 months. There has got to be something done. So, you know, that's my soapbox about this. There are millions of us out there that suffer from mental health issues, or we know somebody that does, whether you have slight depression or, you know, if it's worse. It shouldn't be something you have to be so ashamed of. It's not something we ask to have. It's not something you can help yourself to a degree once you know, once you go through a certain amount of therapy and stuff. Now, to begin with and to get stabilized and stuff where you can think more clearly, you can't do that. You don't have the tools in which to help yourself. And even then, like if my depression gets super bad, I will go, well, I used to, when I was in Wyoming, used to go to a counseling center. And I would have, you know, 3 or 4 sessions, talk with them. I kind of double checked that I was still doing okay and that my thought process was still, you know, and they would, yeah, you're doing okay, you're doing great, you have the tools you need. Awesome. I just want to double check with, you know, and stuff. But now it's really changed, and they say, yeah, you can do a therapy session on the phone. Well, that might be good, but to me it's not the same. But, you know, I strongly urge those of you that are going to vote in the next election to really check out what each candidate stands for, and if they are standing for anything to help with mental health. The whole healthcare system needs to be redone. We all know this. You can't see a doctor. You can. Why have a primary care doctor? Because I feel like all they are is traffic directors. That's all they want to do is just direct traffic. Oh, I want you to see this specialist, that specialist, this specialist. And then they may want to run tests just because they want to have a record of that in their file for you. Like my doctor wanted me to have an x-ray there at that clinic of my shoulder. She wasn't treating me for the shoulder. She had referred me, but just so she had one. And I said, no, I'm not going to pay all that money for you to have an x-ray of my arm and my shoulder when my orthopedist is x-raying it every time I go in. You can contact them, you referred me to him, and ask for a copy. So, I mean, And also, if you're somebody who is dealing with a lot of people around you that have mental health issues, you have to work really hard to not get drawn in, because it will make you depressed yourself. And that's a very hard line. I know people that I love and stuff, that even my own husband and stuff, that, have some depression issues, and you can help them and listen to a degree, but some of us get really drawn in where we start absorbing that person's feelings almost. If you're an empath and stuff, you really will start, and we always want to fix everybody and make everybody happy. You have to, it's very hard, but you have to kind of distance yourself in a way, but still be there. And that's really hard. I would say still talk to that person, but just try to talk about just kind of general things. And sometimes it's funny, that really will help some of us with depression, is for you just to talk to us about anything else. Talk to us about, things that person's really into. Or share things with them and stuff. I mean, uh, but it's very hard. It's very, very, very hard. It does really take its toll on you. It does. You know. And I'm always here. I might not answer right away. I do read the comment. And a lot of times Brad will answer them, And like I said, if you want to talk to me more than that, my email address is always on the About page. I might forget to put it in, might forget to add, oh, somebody's having a super bad day. I might forget to add the description on the videos for a few days, but I always go to the About page and it has a full description with all the contact information. Haven't gotten anything listed on Etsy. I'm just kind of waiting, because I don't know if anybody's really interested in anything. It's really going to want to buy anything, so I haven't done that yet. I will list a few things. I just don't want like a lot of fees, you know. Um, like with everybody else, everything is extremely tight and stuff. But I mean, we're okay. We got our bills covered and stuff, so that's good. You Things have certainly been a lot tighter, and many years ago. I don't even know how we got through it. I don't know how we paid our rent and bought food and stuff. Back when the kids were growing up and stuff. But we somehow did it. But anyway, it's very hard. Very hard. It makes me sad when you hear a siren or anything, because Brad and I always say, well, somebody's having a bad day. Somebody's having a pretty, a lot rougher day than we think we are, But anyway, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. I really do. I don't trust very many people, and to have established some long, ongoing friendships is just really a beautiful thing to me, and I feel very, very blessed and lucky to have that. And, remember, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please share with your friends. And let's not make people that have mental health issues feel ashamed of that. It's not anything they're doing. They're not pretending. They're not doing it for attention. Well, I know some people, a few people might, but most of us know. So hope you guys have a great Halloween. If you're going to get trick-or-treaters, I hope you enjoy that. We don't get any here. I didn't even buy any candy this year. But, we'll watch some TV. Oh, I finished watching that 7 Seconds on Netflix. That was an incredible series. So, yeah. So, can't remember. There was one about Western Front. It was about World War One. It was something else too. That movie was just incredible, and that's on Netflix too. So anyway, love you guys, and happy Halloween. And remember, do something nice for somebody else, and do something nice for yourself. And as always, everybody can say bye, Brad. Bye, Brad. Bye, Brad. Bye, guys.